Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. Welcome to my class. Actually, it's our new class in the first academic year of 2020 and 2021. Okay, our lecture today is TEYL, or Teaching English for Young Learners. Okay, how are you? Still stay at home, and hopefully all of you are in a kind and healthy condition, in a good condition, all of you, and also your family also. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, next, it's our first meeting. So we'll wait for 10 minutes for the others to join together until all of you are gathered in this Zoom room. Yeah, we're still waiting for the others. I give you 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, 10 minutes done. Welcome to our class. It's actually in the first meeting of Teaching English for Young Learners. And congratulations, you are in the 7th semester at this time. And finally, you will finish your destination in this university to become, the Sarjana Pendidikan degree, or S1 degree, or Sarjana S1 di English Education, ya. SPD dalam pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Okay, so what do you know about teaching English for young learners? Later on, I will ask I want to know, or you can tell me about your experiences while you were in the 6th semester, okay, when you were in a KKK program, or kuliah kerja kemasyarakatan, ya. Okay, what is your contribution from FKIP to become or to join the KKK program? Okay, jadi kontribusi Anda sebagai perwakilan dari Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, kontribusinya dalam program K3 tersebut apa, ya? Okay, and then I want to know your stories and your experiences in education, education program. Okay, because it's our first semester and we're going to have the introduction first. Okay, I bet you know already my name. Okay, I'm Marietta Modiswara, and you can call me Miss Etta. And then I have some hobbies. Oh yeah, I teach English actually, yeah, of course. And at this semester, I teach you for teaching English for young learners. And okay, actually, I have some hobbies. Okay, I have 3 main hobbies in my life. The first one is listening to music. Okay, it's fun hobby, yeah. And the second one is watching movie. Okay, and also the third one is traveling. And actually, I use all of them, 3 of my main hobbies and my fun hobbies, to learn English as a media, or as the activity, by listening to the English music. It could be pop, rock, R&B, okay, jazz also, blues also, the music that interests me so much. And then for a movie also, if you still listen, still watch, or crazy about Drakor, yeah, okay, that is good. Setidaknya you can learn, or you can grasp some vocabularies of Korean language. And at this time you learn English, and you are a student of English department, yeah, English department education, and you can change or you can add the movie, yeah, into the English movie, ya. Sama saya juga tidak hanya film berbahasa Inggris, tapi I also like to watch drakor, Korean drama, Chinese drama, ya. And I learn some vocabularies. I grasp some vocabularies by watching all of the movies from broadcasted in various languages, especially for foreign languages, yeah. And for traveling also, yeah, traveling, if I feel bored in teaching, I can go through travel. I can go traveling, and perhaps I could be also a guide for some tourists, okay. And it's a kind of enjoying a life, menikmati hidup. Kalau misalnya agak bosan di bidang yang satu, kita bisa pindah ke bidang yang lain dan sambil refreshing perhaps, ya. Okay, that's all my 3 main hobbies, and vice versa. You can introduce your name, your own self, your data, or your information about yourself to me, yeah. Okay, later on, I would like to ask your introduction being recorded into recording audio, yeah, because we are in an online learning. Karena kalau langsung dan jumlahnya ini cukup banyak mahasiswanya, waktunya tidak cukup because Zoom-nya ini hanya 40 menit, so I would like to ask your introduction to be recorded in recording audio, and then later on you can send or upload your recording, your introduction recording audio in Google Classroom, and I will give I will give the link of the Google Classroom in chat room, yeah. Okay, you can open chat room, and the link of link of the link of Google Classroom for teaching English for young learners 7A or TEYL 7A is here. I'll share in Google. I'll share in chat room. Okay. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, that's the link of our Google Classroom for TEYL 7A class, ya. Ya, silahkan bergabung. And I've already shared our lesson plan for along one semester, or RPS or RPS, ya. Saya sudah share juga di situ RPS, and you can read the RPS, bisa dibaca RPS-nya, and then kegiatannya also, our activities for along 6 months or 16 meetings, from the first meeting until the last meeting or the 16th meeting. And here I'll share screen about our lecture. Okay. Oh, this one, wait a second. The photos. I'll share the photos already. Sudah muncul. Nah, oke, ini Google Classroom, laman Google Classroom untuk 7A, ya. TEYL 7A. I've already shared our RPS, yeah. Okay, our lesson plan for a long 16 meeting, and then my PowerPoint presentation, my slide. Okay, my slide for the first meeting. And like I said before, for introduction, you can send the your audio, your introduction audio recording into this folder, ya, introduction. Silahkan upload di sini, ya. Nanti saya buka dan saya dengarkan. Oke. Okay. Full English, ya, because you are a 7 semester student, and then untuk mahasiswa semester 7 bahasa Inggrisnya saya harap sudah mulai lebih bagus dari semester-semester sebelumnya, ya, karena kita pernah ketemu di semester berapa? 6 or 5, ya. Okay. I just want to know about your English progress, ya. Actually, your pronunciation. Okay, that's for our first meeting, the Google Classroom, and then later on for the next meeting, I will share more, ya. Akan saya share kembali untuk pertemuan yang selanjutnya. And now we'll continue. Okay, we'll continue to our first meeting, or not this one. Wait a second. I'll share. About our first meeting. Ya. Sudah muncul. Okay. Wait. Teaching English for young learners. For our first meeting, it's about RPS, or our lesson plan for a long 16 meeting. Wait a second. I'll change into slideshow. Wait a second. Sabar ya. Okay, let's see. Kita tunggu. Jreng. Let's see, come on. Signal is still in progress. Oh my God. Okay. Sudah muncul on your own screen? Wait. It's a little bit take a long time if we use this one. Okay, let me change into another format. Okay, where is it? Nah, ini saja ya. Okay, ini teaching English for young learners for our first meeting. And then next, screen sharing has stopped as the shared window is closed. Wow. What is it? Let me try once again. Okay. This one, share. Dan sudah muncul. Ya, saya pakai format ini aja daripada agak-agak lama untuk slideshow, tampilan slideshow-nya. Ya, Okay, our first meeting here. Next, it's about RPS. Nah, deskripsi mata kuliahnya di sini untuk mata kuliah what is it? Teaching English for Young Learners. Di sini bertujuan untuk mengkaji prinsip-prinsip dasar pengajaran bahasa Inggris kepada para pembelajar muda, young learners, dan meningkatkan pengetahuan dan keterampilan para siswa tentang pengajaran bahasa dan keterampilan bahasa, especially English. And then also memanfaatkan permainan games. Okay, we use games, lagu, songs, dan cerita dalam pengajaran bahasa Inggris kepada pelajar muda. Cerita di sini, what is it? Storytelling ya. Okay, to young learners. And then mahasiswa juga diharapkan mampu menciptakan materi dan menilai anak didik. Jadi di sini you tidak hanya diharapkan hanya mengajar, tetapi juga mengetahui dan mengkaji prinsip-prinsip dasar pengajaran bahasa Inggris kepada young learners ya. And then also increase the knowledge and also the skill for the students itself. Okay, about the learning or the teaching of English and also the skill of English. We can use songs and then games and also storytelling. It could be fable and many more ya, for the young learners. Okay, ini untuk deskripsinya. And next capaiannya di sini Anda diharapkan bisa atau mampu menyesuaikan ilmu pengetahuan yang diperoleh sesuai dengan pengembangan ilmu pendidikan. Ini capaian umum ya. Sorry. And also mampu memahami dan menguasai pengetahuan tentang pembelajaran TEYL. Jadi harus mampu memahami dan menguasai pengetahuannya untuk pembelajaran TEYL. And the third one here, mampu menganalisa dan mengembangkan materi ajar yang terkait dengan pembelajaran TEYL. And the fourth, mampu berpikir secara kritis, reflektif, dan inovatif yang terkait dengan pembelajaran TEYL. Jadi ini mencakup semuanya, keseluruhan, tidak hanya ilmu pengetahuan dan tidak hanya skillnya saja yang Anda miliki dan yang Anda harus bisa, harus paham, tetapi juga menganalisa, mengembangkan materi ajar, dan juga mampu berpikir secara kritis, reflektif, inovasi, dan juga kreatif ya untuk menghadapi atau untuk mengajar para young learners ini, especially teaching English. Okay, and you can use tadi what is it, games and then songs and what is it, storytelling, and perhaps you can also add some more applications ya, aplikasi-aplikasi terbaru yang dipakai pada saat ini. Okay. Next, for the learning outcome for yourself di sini. Okay, the first one ya. Students are able to understand English for primary teachers semester program. Jadi di sini Anda bisa mengetahui atau memahami sebagai guru pengajar young learners atau biasanya di PAUD ya, PAUD and then kindergarten playgroup ya. Mereka ngapain aja kegiatannya, terus juga persiapan-persiapannya ya, baik RPS-nya, baik draft segala macam lesson plan-nya yang disiapkan oleh para guru yang learners itu apa saja. Nah, di sini you are able to understand ya. Okay. And then for our 2 and 3 meetings. Oke, ini tadi the first one, ini first meeting ya. First meeting, and then for our 2 and 3 meetings, our second and third meetings. Okay, here students are able to present and discuss the issues related to teaching English for young learners. Okay, able to present and discuss the issues related to teaching English for young learners. Jadi pada masa sekarang, masa pandemi, apa yang Anda bisa presentasikan atau yang Anda bisa lakukan dan apa yang harus dibahas, yang harus pecahkan masalahnya dengan menemukan solusinya seperti apa ya untuk masa-masa sekarang ini, apalagi masa pembelajaran online ya seperti apa. And next, our fourth meeting later on, you are you diharapkan ya di sini students are observe the classroom, explain and discuss the young language learners. Okay, jadi Anda di sini bisa mengobservasi ya, mengobservasi kelas EYL ini bisa di PAUD, TK ya, playgroup, okay, and then also you explain and discuss the young language learners, perkembangan bahasa mereka ya, perkembangan penguasaan dan peningkatan bahasa yang mereka miliki, especially English language ya. Nah di sini untuk observing the classroom ya, nanti kita cari kelasnya, atau kalau yang sudah punya kelas, yang sudah mengajar di kelasnya masing-masing, bisa pakai kelasnya masing-masing ya. Dan ini untuk menyesuaikan dengan keadaan sekarang online. Jadi tantangannya semakin menambah ya, seperti apa nantinya. Oke. Next, the learning outcome for our 5th and 6th meetings here. Students are able to describe and create listening activities for young learners. Students are able to describe and create, deskripsikan dan mengkreasikan listening activities for young learners. Nah, ini masuk ke skillnya ya. The first skill one, listening, seperti apa kalau pembelajaran atau kegiatan listening para young learners. Beda kan dengan Anda yang sudah teenager ya, beranjak dewasa, seperti apa? Pasti ada perbedaannya. And then next, the 7 meetings, you are able to discuss teaching reading for children. Oke, dari listening kita ke reading. Seperti apa? Kegiatan pembelajaran membaca para young learners ini nanti kita akan bahas dan kita lihat seperti apa kondisinya ya. Next, for the 8th meeting here, our midterm test ya, mid exam. So for the midterm test here, seperti sebelumnya online, mungkin masih online ya, dan juga nanti untuk soal bisa diunggah atau diakses melalui Google Classroom ya, atau melalui LMS Spada. Okay, next, after the midterm test, we continue to the 9th meetings. Students are able to create reading activities for children. It's still reading activities ya. Seperti apa kegiatan membaca para young learners di sini? Sama atau tidak dengan Anda? Pasti ada perbedaannya. Seperti apa perbedaannya? Nanti kita akan lihat di pertemuan ke-9. Okay, next, still our meeting for our 10th and 11th meeting here, students are able to discuss and create speaking activities for young learners. Able to discuss and create speaking activities, tadi listening sudah, and then reading, and then next continue to speaking activities. Seperti apa speaking activities young learners, especially in their English speaking ya. Okay, and next continue the 12th and 13th meeting. Here, students are able to discuss and create writing activities for young learners. Tadi sudah ada listening, reading, speaking, and next continue writing. Seperti apa writing activities the young learners, ya. Next after that continue the 14th activities here. students are able to make a lesson plan. Ya, jadi sebelumnya sudah ada 4 skills ya, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and then the 14th meeting here. Students are able to make a lesson plan. Lesson plan for sama seperti ini RPS-nya ya, rencana pengajarannya nanti seperti apa ya. Okay. And because it is teaching English for young learners, berarti kita praktek ya, practice, and it will be held in our 15 and 16 meeting inshallah. Okay. Teaching demo or for the final test later on, teaching demo, yeah. So well prepared, yeah, and perhaps you had already got your own experiences when you were in when you are having KKK program, yeah, in your own group, okay, mewakili FKIP, mungkin sudah pernah mengajar di lingkungan setempat ya, especially young learners, memang kebanyakan anak-anak ya, atau yang sudah mengajar di TK atau di PAUD. Nah, di sini you bisa share your knowledge about teaching English, especially for young learners. Okay, sorry, what is it? I'll stop our ini. Okay, next we'll continue. Itu learning outcome-nya for each meetings. And then continue. What is it? Here we have learning evaluation. Sorry, ini apa ya? Sebentar. Jadi sehabis learning outcome, we have learning evaluation di sini. Okay. Wait a second. I'll stop share first. Kita stop dulu. Okay. Ini ada learning evaluation, and then later on ada grading system. Seperti biasa grading system, prerequisite-nya ada attendance, and then tugas ya, tugas harian, kehadiran, tugas harian, and then UTS dan juga final test. Ya, what is it? Maaf, ini di screen saya agak sedikit gangguan ya. Oke, ini learning evaluation sudah. Nanti untuk lebih jelasnya Anda bisa membacanya lebih lanjut ya di Google Classroom. Grading system also untuk penilaian seperti biasa. Kehadiran, terus juga tugas-tugas harian. Wait a second, ini bisa nggak? Sorry, ada gangguan. Sebentar. Okay. Ya, ini grading system. Okay, let's see our learning evaluation. Okay, for learning evaluation di sini ada performance, oral, and written test. Ya, along our learning in TEYL. Okay, but do not be afraid of do not be afraid if you know about this one. Ya, this one's performance, oral, and written test. Kita masih belajar dan juga ini masih proses belajar ya, pembelajaran, apalagi yang memang belum sama sekali terjun ke lapangan atau belum sama sekali mengajar ya. Karena di sini kita belajar, dan yang sudah mengajar, yang sudah pernah terjun ke kelas ya, ke lapangan, especially young learners, di sini nanti bisa berbagi pengalamannya ya. Oke. Jadi kita di sini saling berbagi pengalaman dan juga saling bercerita, berdiskusi mengenai TEYL seperti apa nantinya. Dan mungkin juga Anda sudah pernah dapat waktu tidak hanya K3 tapi juga PPL ya. Seperti apa, sama atau tidak nantinya, apa perbedaannya, apa keseruannya ya. Kita temukan di sini dalam proses pembelajaran selama 1 semester. Okay. And if you have some difficulties or some obstacles or some doubtness about this knowledge, yeah, TEYL, you can discuss, you can ask me, and we can discuss together in our class, okay? And ini grading system, ya, ini seperti biasa attendance, 10% assignment, ya, tugas harian 20%, midterm test 30%, and for the final test 40%, ya. And also ini juga termasuk ke behavior ya, behavior, sikap, oke, sikapnya ya. Untuk behavior masuk ke penilaian juga ya. Tidak hanya di ini saja, oke. Okay, done. It's for our first meeting slide, and you can read furthermore in Google Classroom. I'll stop share the screen. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll have a screenshot first for your attendance at this time. Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Smile. Open cam, smile. Don't forget to smile. Okay. Okay, let's have a screenshot for the first meeting. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, done. Okay, thank you very much. Don't forget, join our Google Classroom TEYL 7A ya, kelas 7A. Okay, and also read about the RPS. RPS-nya silahkan dibaca lebih lanjut. Jika ada yang ingin ditanyakan silahkan. Dan juga untuk slide, our first meeting slide silahkan dibaca lagi lebih lanjut. Dan di RPS tersebut nanti ada beberapa referensi dan untuk TEYL, dan mungkin nanti untuk semester 7 yang ingin menulis skripsi mengenai TEYL bisa membaca-baca referensi-referensi tersebut, dan mungkin juga bisa bermanfaat untuk tambahan referensi penulisan skripsi Anda ya. Okay, thank you very much for our first meeting. Thanks a lot for your time, and also thanks a lot for your quota. Okay, stay safe and healthy at home, and send my best regard to your parents. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'll close our Zoom meeting. Yeah, see you on our next meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.